Okay, actually, we're fine. All right, and we go back to gameplay. We have our gameplay. Let's fix the size of the game capture real fast. Game capture. There we go. All right, and we should be good. Can you guys see? Your manipulations are subtle. It was a nice try, but we'll do Hearts of Iron at a later date. Even though you're not going to make a Ludi, those things are not for you who can't follow up how to build a desk without messing up halfway through. I'm sure you could manage. Again, I wouldn't recommend it, but I'm sure you could. And 32-bit support. Yeah, Nvidia kind of just killed. I'm actually pretty pissed with Nvidia for that one, just because it screwed up a lot of things. Why were there like 2-minute streams? Because OBS and my computer kept crashing due to a combination of Nvidia being Nvidia drivers being Nvidia drivers, and then me going a little screwy with my game. You want to know what the most annoying thing is actually about this whole thing? Somewhere along the way, my Windows became deactivated. I still don't know how that works. I don't know how you can how a computer crashing can literally deactivate your Windows, but it is no longer activated. And when I try to reactivate it, it just says, sorry, we can't do that. So I think I have to buy another key of Windows, which, you know, is a little, you do have the Giga helmet. You got a big helmet, which I do like because it's very cool. So I'm gonna have to buy a new copy of Windows, which is also super fun. And by buy I mean legally acquire from the internet for sure, for real, for real. All right, it doesn't count as piracy. Well, actually, I know. Please, why? Okay, it's loading. It took a sec, but it loaded. As Windows, yeah. I have no idea, Dom. I went through the troubleshooting and everything. I looked online. I've not found any instances of Windows just deactivating itself. I'm as flabbergasted as you are. Because again, I've never seen a computer decide, all right, I'm just not going to anymore. That nice activation you have, actually, no. Surprisingly, no. You install Windows anyways. Yeah, I need to find what I need to do. Is I need to find what my key that I used was. I need to find whatever my key was because it was a while ago and I don't remember where it was. Ooh, we're gonna fight another ghost pack. I'm basically just fighting the ghost pack whenever I can, because I do need a lot of their equipment to make these higher tier items. Also, I mean, I can handle a ghost pack pretty easily at this point. I mean, they can be a little mean, but as long as I don't like totally screw up, we should be fine. If they'd 100% agree it's not piracy since you should still own the license. Exactly, right? Store factory settings, can't go wrong with that. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'll see about restoring to factory settings and then either restore to factory settings or just reinstall the whole thing. I don't know which would be easier or better. Did you have your key attached to an email? I did, and it's somewhere in my email. I have to remember because I bought it through a Groupon, which sounds kind of weird, but it actually was a really good. In my defense, the Groupon was a very good deal, actually. The Groupon was a good deal, so I need to go and find wherever that was. Did you just use the email? Yeah, I just have to go and find where it was. Because I don't remember what the company name is. All right, we're going to do like this. And then this guy, I should be able to hit all three of these guys. And then I'm going to end your turn. Oh, I did not realize I still had... Oh, this is actually really bad. Oh, the captain might die. I did not realize the captain was all the way over here by themselves. All right. See, this is why I hate that I can't control the captain, because they are going to die. They do Windows keys. I know, right? How's it going, Yuna? Hope you're doing good. Welcome, welcome in. What have you been up to? All right, I might have just killed the captain, which is very unfortunate. Anyways, Mike, you're gonna go over here and you're gonna kill this man. You might as well restall from fresh to fix. That's what I'm thinking. Is that I think it's partly I think it's just that I screwed somewhere in there. I screwed up how the drive does things, and that's what's causing the problem. Um, so the easiest way to fix it is just completely reformat the drive. Just resting. Nothing wrong with resting. I hope your day is going well. All right, this guy is active, so I can actually get the backstab, which would be great. Yeah, I hope you're having a good day as well. I'm having one of the days of all time. I will admit. I'm having a day, but it could be worse. It could be worse. I'm being a little dramatic. No, Microsoft should pay you. Honestly, I agree. Microsoft should pay me to download Windows. Especially, all right. This is very much my like, oh, it was better in the old days. But I want my Windows what do you call it? I want my Windows 7 back, damn it. Give me the Windows 7. I know you can. I know you're able to, Microsoft. I know you have it somewhere. Just give it to me. All right. All right, Ladle, you're gonna go over here and kill this guy. But now I'll do that tonight after stream and just get it all figured out. It should be fine. Using Windows 11 for a while is certainly a downgrade from 10. Yep, I agree. I 100% agree. It is a major downgrade. It just doesn't feel good. I also hate that I hate everything about it. I hate everything about it, actually. That's the nicest way I can describe Windows 11, is that I just genuinely dislike it. Alright, we're gonna go right here. We're gonna shoot this wolf twice. And luckily, because they've already gone, I can actually shoot them twice, which is nice. So we're gonna shoot the wolf twice. Nice. I'm gonna do aid on the captain to get rid of that bleed. Alright, the captain might be able to survive if they tank long enough. Where's Windows 7? I know, right? Back in my day? Yes, back in my day, indeed. Where's PC 2? Where's the Internet 2? If the Internet was so cool and awesome, why have they not made an Internet 2? Alright, yeah, see, this is what I was afraid of with the captain, is that he's going to get surrounded. My only real hope for the captain is that he gets terrified and runs off before he fully dies. That's really the only hope I have for him. All right, Flamen, you're gonna go and just book it over this way and see if you can save the captain. The first one is doing so well. I get, it's like, on the one hand, I agree. The first internet is doing pretty good, so do we really need internet to? No, the captain. And the worst part about the captain is that he has to go first. I don't get to choose where he goes in the initiative. You blame stream delay, your perspective, you made the joke first. From my perspective, you're actually evil. So, oh wait, no, sorry, that's the Jedi. So actually, you're wrong, and I'm funnier than you. You want to play this game? It's a fun one. I enjoy it. It's definitely I will say it feels more like if you've ever played Mechanicus than if you've played what do you call it? Than if you've played something like XCOM, just because with this game specifically. All right, so you're gonna put first aid right here and try and help the captain out. But with this game specifically, you don't miss. You can technically miss if you are shooting, and if you're shooting and you accidentally hit an ally, but otherwise you're always guaranteed to hit. Which I like that. Yeah, nuh-uh. Your honor. Nuh-uh. Your honor, nuh-uh. Alright, so that guy's gonna go. I can't do anything about this guy. I can probably kill this guy, though, with Flamen. No, I can't. Flamen, why do you have no movement speed? Huh? Why are you so bad at movement? Come on, it's like you didn't even practice for this. All right, wait. I actually might be able to salvage this. I might actually be able to salvage this. Hold on. Can I save Le Capitan? And yes, I can. Okay, heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Let's hit both of these guys with laceration. All right, so now it's just now it's a 3v1. I can work a 3v1. No, 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 no. Like, just as a general, like, kids who say na 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 na, or is it from, like, a specific show I'm not knowing? You own it, but when you try to play it, kind of overwhelmed when you got into the gameplay. I see. I would say, I'd say if you give it another chance, probably try keeping the party. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if I want to say keep the party small because genuinely, I think the reason I've been doing so much better this time around is because I got a huge party. Having such a large party is actually really nice. Because I can pretty easily, I can pretty easily just kind of do whatever. I'm pretty easily just kind of do whatever I want, and I don't really get punished for it that bad. Because if like if I screw up, right? If I screw up, it's like, okay, cool. It's like, okay, cool, whatever. I still have, you know, I still have 9 other people that can kind of make up for my mistake. He doesn't know Colton cultured. Wait, what's the reference from then, huh? Your client alleges that as the plaintiff, Unistolaris is legally a bunny. They're entitled no rights within this courtroom. As such, yeah. Ooh, how are you gonna do with the legally not technically a person defense, Una? Admittedly, they raise a good point. I believe the Constitution is all people are. It's for only people. And although you're not American, so actually the Constitution doesn't apply to you. I don't know. I don't know. Does your Constitution limit itself to just what do you call it? To just people, or does it allow for members of the more furry persuasion? You also just kidnap animals. You really shouldn't do that. I know the ducks at the park are free, but you really shouldn't just take them. They have like a home and stuff, you know? They do be living in their home, and you really shouldn't just steal them from that. How many brain cells did you have to write to mobilize that? I mean, it would take me a solid 50 at the very least. So probably around the same for Flamen. All of them, so just the one. Don't do that to yourself, Flamen. You have more than a brain cell. Probably. I hope. Alright, nice. Ooh, nice stab. Oh, I love it when I get a good stab in. Did I ever... Oh, I didn't actually kill this guy. I should have probably killed this guy over here. The captain won't die this turn, but they'll get injured. Heat is a thing, so they will give you a voice. Honestly, yeah, that's the problem. I wouldn't rely on PETA. They don't exactly have what I would call a great track record when it comes to animals. Which is a bit unfortunate given their stated mission. Alright, so this guy gets stopped in their tracks. But they're still technically close enough to attack Ladle. That's unfortunate. You do it in the game, not IRL. Much better. You know, yeah, I need to start capturing animals as well. I want to get a bear. If I could get a bear, that'd actually be really cool, because they are... I looked it up. They are incredibly tanky. I'm also pretty sure I can actually give animals jobs, so if I make my bear a cook... Yeah, no, I'm not having the captain die. I do not... Sorry for the save scum. I get 1 per game. I get 1 per stream. I'm not having the captain die. That's not happening. Was Disney... Oh, that is Emperor's New Groove, isn't it? Okay, it's been a while since I saw the Emperor's New Groove. All right, it's been a hot minute. Am I heading in the right direction? I am. Topic of animals having dubious presentation in court. Remember a Nat Geo article recently? I brought up the idea of Cataresians, whales and like having some sort of ability to have their vocalizations used in court once we begin to understand and translate them. All right, that'd actually be kind of cool. That would be interesting if imagine if we can translate the whale and it's like, sir, there's a murder on a yacht, and it's like, oh no, how are we ever gonna find out the suspect? And we just listen to the whales and they're just going amongst themselves like, dude, do you see that murder over there? You see that guy with the knife? That was crazy. Dumped the body and everything. But yeah, Spooky. It's like, I feel like getting into the game, honestly, having more companions is better than having less because it's more people to manage, which can be more intimidating. But because of that, you have a lot more room for error. Because if like one person screws up, it's not the end of the world, right? If you make a bad play with one person, you have everyone else that can go and like make up for it. No matter how hot the minute was, usually good scenes stick. Someone tried that with plants. But plants can't think, can they? You'd like a dummy mod for this game? What would a dummy mod? What is a dummy mod exactly? I don't think I've heard of that one before. Is it shit? I'm trying to remember. I don't remember what the keybind is to make it appear red. I thought it was alt, but I guess not. All right. Well, we are a knight and we're digging a hole. There we go. Ooh, we got sandstone that time. Nice. I was hoping we'd start getting sandstone. A furry mod. Oh, I thought that was supposed to be a dummy mod, like a mod that makes the game like brain dead easy. A furry mod. I'm sure it probably exists. I'm sure it does. It's generally if the question is does X mod exist? Probably does. Especially if it's a community as large as that one, you know? Furry to dummy. Well, I looked at it as what do you call it? I saw DURR and I thought they meant to type DUMM, and for whatever reason they didn't. I don't hate this. Kind of expensive though when I can make my own is the problem. It really just comes down to I can make my own weapons that are better than what these guys have, but I need to hit level 5 first, because until I hit level 5, I can't actually use them. You, John Whale, stand accused of 20 counts of first-degree manslaughter when you accidentally capsize a cruise vessel. How do you plead? Yeah, I know, right? It's like, what is the whale? The whale may be able to speak, but is it able to speak well and understand what's happening? It does not. Oh, really? Huh. Kind of like that, but more on noise pollution from boats being animal cruelty. Oh, that would actually be interesting. Although they try like limiting, was it sonar they tried limiting the use of because it what do you call it? They tried limiting how often sonar was used because it would get used and just like basically be like a tactical nuke into the face of the fish and cause like massive death. Didn't they try like limiting sonar use, but it didn't actually pass because everyone wants to use sonar? You just say furry to dummy? No, I looked at what do you call it? I looked at Dury and I thought it was supposed to be they were trying to say dummy, but actually they meant to say furry. Also, welcome in, Valga. Hope you're doing good. Welcome in. Hard to mod for one of those games where the really interesting. I have not heard of that before. That's kind of crazy to me because normally I would feel like you'd want to make your game easy to. Well, I guess maybe make easy to mod isn't the right word. Because in my mind, I'm like, okay, if my game is easy to mod, then that opens a lot of creativity, but then also maybe it makes other things harder. Yeah, I guess I don't know much about actually making a game to be moddable, if that makes sense. No, get back here, Ghost Pack! Get back here! Oh, you bastards. Alright, we are not going to fight the rats right now. I do not wish to fight the rats. We're just going to go up here. Communication from non-human life form is far more likely to go down like Coco the gorilla, pure sock puppeting stuff. Oh, 100%, yeah. 100%. At least in terms of animals. I'm glad you're doing good, Valko. I'm glad you're doing good. Sonar is kind of really good. Sad fish brain go boom when hit by it. Pretty much, yeah. It's like, it is just flat out like fish exist. Fish get hit by the sonar and they just explode. That's a lot of money. Do we give this guy the money? That's like almost half my money. I don't know if I want to do that. Trusted Legion today? Nice, nice. So it sounds like the NCR run is going good. This does not mean 2. Oh. Wait, what does it mean then? It's not an arrow? Then what is it? Is it just the greater sign? You do have to find more information on what animals are thinking to a degree. I think it'd be cool if we could know, but I think... Yeah, I don't know. It's like that level of I just don't know if that level of thinking is like something an animal could do. Because not all that much have like the, what do you call it? not all that much have like the ability to like even recognize themselves in a mirror, right? So if they can't recognize themselves in a mirror, how are they gonna? Okay, can I cross the border? Oh, I have to do it like this. Okay, how are they gonna like talk, right? They explode. Sounds like fun, and not for the fish. Not for the fish, I tell you. Why do I have to feed a cliche? What cliche am I enabling here? I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just wondering which one. I'm just wondering which one it is. You expand pretty far? Nice. Glad to hear that. Is the guy who thought 1/3 pound. I did not think that, Flamen. I know 1/3 pounders are not smaller than a 1/4 pounder. Okay, I'm not that dumb. Wargles to go further. Are you able to go across all of the US as NCR with that out of curiosity? I was actually complaining about that because they also made the what do you call it? They also made the 1/4 pounders like way or the 1/3 pounders like cheaper as well. So it's like if they're cheaper, oh, I know what I need to do. Options, I think it was graphics. Where is it? Accessibility. I think it's under accessibility. Let's do outline thickness. Change hovered color to green. Change outlines to red. So now if I click on this guy, now I can actually see where everything is. Drones in A and W. Like the root beer? Artisans can recognize themselves in a mirror. They even do funny things and play in it. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. Game is not that big. The nodding scene is not very big, and it's just hard to do. Most of the mods for Wartales are just cheesing, make the game easier or harder. Only real mod you've seen one that add magic classes. Interesting. I wonder, well, because it's not in early access. They're not in early access. They just keep adding more content. So I wonder if they're going to like open modding tools or not. I guess I could see why they wouldn't if they just don't want to put in the effort for it, but that's kind of a bummer if that's what they decide. It Wargles in Colorado, Montana, and Texas, because Cassandra Moore woke up and chose violence. Ooh, fun. A beautiful Dame autocorrect, a beautiful maiden from the faraway lands of Grammatica. Yeah. Sadly, ever since they got in the into the war with Syntaxian land, they've been having a bit of a struggle time. NW has restaurants. Wait, like the root beer brand does? How does root beer? I mean, I guess they make enough money they could have a restaurant. I just don't know what they'd serve. Interesting. Okay, so actually, this guy can just teach me free stuff, but I have to be in arena. Okay. It was sold as a part of the mill. It was a real selling point for the new owners. Poor guy. I wonder if I can free him. Or just kill everyone. I have no mercy for slavers, so, you know, we might have to do a little bit of violence. Wagtails would be great for a furry mod name, though. It honestly would. That's actually an absolute banger name for a furry mod for this game. AW has changed. They're a burp. I thought it was just the root beer brand. Huh. Learn something new every day. Cool. Okay, so we want to go north to Mardheim, if I remember correctly. Wait, so do they, what, is it just burgers, or is it like an everything chain, or what all do they have? You can't tell me that and also, do they only serve A and W root beer, or do they also serve like other stuff as well? Do they also have other things on the menu, or is it just the burger? Or just the burger and just the drink? Alright, what do we got over here in this guy? Okay, I don't want to piss off a literal saint. That's probably not a good idea. Generally you don't want to piss off deities and the like. Let's just go up to Mardheim here and start doing some contracts for some money. This is a new area, so it should like actually have XP, and now we have bears. Very cool. Moving your floats and chicken nuggets from what you see at a glance. Wait, that sounds super good though. That sounds really good. Ever since the failed coup from the Punctionaries, Grammatica has been in rough shape. First King Paragraph is forced to abdicate, then Syntaxia declares war. I know. And I heard the what do you call it? I heard Phonemia is also considering getting involved, and if they do, it's just, I mean, at that point, it's just an absolute wallop on top of Syntaxia, or and on top of Grammatica. Honestly, they need to go and do like a political marriage or something, because otherwise, I don't know how they're gonna stay alive. You know, the cow dung coffee now. What do you mean by that? It's not just burgers and AW. You don't know the menu. Is it like a Western thing or like a Northern? Like, where do they have this? Because I have never heard of this before. It's interesting though. It's very interesting to hear about. But yeah, hot dogs and fried cheese curds also sounds really good. And what do you mean by cow dung coffee? Is it like a joke coffee flavor, or do they actually use cow bits in there? Kopi Loak, Civet Poo coffee, but now fermented cow. Oh no, that just doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound great to me, honestly. All right, got a bunch of food I don't care about. What about you? What do you got going on? You have some fabric, which I like. Iron ore I also like. It's kind of expensive though. But I do like that. Pretty sure it's in the western states. Oh, I guess next time I take a trip out west, I'll look for it, because I think that'd be kind of fun to see. All right, you have perch, eel, and chicken. I can make food out of most of that. Let's talk to this guy and see what's going on. Hair pusher. Help your companion's hair grow back completely within one rest. I'm good. I'm good, pal. They're in the Midwest. You've even seen a few of them. Oh, cool. They have location on the West Coast, some of the Great Lakes area, and a few in Texas and Ooh, Florida. I could actually I'm not gonna drive all the way to Florida just for the A&W restaurant, but you know, if I guess that's the closest one to me at any rate. All right, let's see what you got for me. Show me what you got. Yeah, okay, well, this is just locate the tomb. I don't even need to do anything about it. We could kill some, let's just kill some gang members. That's pretty easy to do. Let's spend a bit of influence. All right. If I negotiate like 80%. Are you kidding me? Okay, I guess they just don't want to do it then. Wow, I really failed that roll there. I had a 15% chance to fail and I still hit it. You don't need hair growth, you need more armor, more con, you are the wall. I need to get your cooking skill up, because at max cooking skill, you get an extra 10 con total, which is great. You're already at plus 8 because you're almost a max cooking skill, but every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. All right, let's try negotiating. 60%. Let's get this up to like 75. All right, I think that's fine. So in this in total is like about what, $570? I can work on that. And then Tomb of the Ancients is kind of in the direction. I'll accept. I'll just accept it as is. All right, because I can do 3 at a time. And we'll just wander around finding stuff while looking for that tomb. Your hair became so thick it was armor. Ooh, like the dwarven approach. I do like the sound of that, actually. That does sound quite nice. I think that could be fun. Eel soup. Now, this is actually very interesting. This is actually really good for the dexterity bonus, and eel isn't hard to grab. Same with cabbage. It's actually a pretty good recipe. Hill Delights is also quite nice. Let's see. Increases dexterity and reduces the speed by which our fatigue stacks is actually fantastic. Ooh, profession experience increase, and then a loot. I could make a loot for my guy. That's up some in Ohio, Utah, and Colorado. So did they like make the what do you call it? The root beer to like go with the excuse me, hiccups. Did they make the root beer to go with the restaurant, or did they make the restaurant to go with the root beer? Like, which one came first here? Because I could honestly see it going either way. All right. What do you got, pal? Level 3 warrior? I'm good. I'm good, actually. What about you? Interesting. Okay. Guy wants to go find himself a wife. Good for you, pal. That is, gee, this is very much a I don't know what else is out there. That's way bigger than I thought. I thought it was just kind of like maybe like a, you know, 2 or 3 of them as kind of like a promotional thing. I'm starting to think this is actually this is the bigger money maker than the root beer. Nap time. Have a good night, Flom. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Have a good night. The restaurant came first, then the root beer became super popular. That's crazy to me because I only ever knew it for the root beer. I didn't even realize it was like a restaurant until, well, now. Didn't know it had a restaurant until right about now, actually, now that you mention it. All right, what do you got going on, Mayor? All right. So we've got sewers, which is pretty cool. Someone's robbing us blind. Dang. I wonder who that could be. We have a cat poop coffee, elephant poop coffee, and cow poop coffee. Why? Why would they do that exactly? I'm trying to think why. Maybe I'm not a coffee drinker. Is this like a coffee drinker thing? Is this like something coffee drinkers do, or is it even odd amongst coffee drinkers? He started his root beer stand in 1919, went to create the first A&W restaurants in 23, so he made the root beer first. Cool. Oh, I mean, we can do this. This is just going to be like an actual tough fight. So I need to be careful here. Need to be careful. Well, there are a lot more of me than them. Well, actually, no, there's an equal number. Equal number, which is good to know. Yeah, I was gonna, that's a lot. I thought it was something from like, I don't know, like the 60s or something. It's interesting that's actually all the way back to like the 20s. All right, let's figure out where I want to place my guys here. All right, I'm gonna have these guys go here to handle these dudes. You guys are gonna handle these guys over here. Especially the bomber. I need the bomber dead ASAP, actually. So I'm actually gonna grab ladle. You put ladle right here. I'm gonna grab prepper and put prepper right here. Reason being, I need to make sure that this guy dies immediately because he has really big AoE attacks that are nasty. The animal's digestive tract ferments the beans and supposedly makes the coffee taste better after you clean the feces off. So, like, but like, why not just, I don't know, ferment normally? Why not just ferment it, you know, the normal way? I guess that's what I'm trying to figure out here, is that, it sounds like you could just, I don't know, ferment it and it would be fine. We're also going to do Skullbreaker right here. I know it's kind of a lot, but I need to make sure that he gets, what do you call it? I just need to make sure he dies. Because if this guy doesn't die, we're going to get hit with nasty AoEs. And the general, I don't want you doing that. $300. Oh, I mean, I guess it's like, you know, where are you gonna find an elephant, right? That's admittedly an elephant it's not something you can just walk up and find. So I suppose it makes sense that the elephant poop coffee is indeed quite expensive. There's 460 restaurants in the US, a total of over 900. They operate in 16 countries. How have I feel like I feel as an American, it's my duty to be familiar with fast food chains, and I'm kind of shocked I'm not familiar. I'm really honestly a little disappointed with myself that I'm not familiar with this guy. Is an Indonesian tribal thing, then people slapped a price tag on it. Oh, okay. I mean, I guess that makes sense. That does make sense that people were like, oh, here's this thing. Let me just, make it like a new, let me just, take it for like how they have like, what is it? Like Himalayan mountain salt, and it's just salt. It's just salt, but it's really expensive salt. You gotta figure out which bacteria does what to the desired outcome, which is a lot of effort, more than just shoving beans along with some food and waiting for a good few hours. That's true. I mean, I'm not saying it's not hard. I'm sure getting it to like actually come out and, you know, not taste like, you know, literal feces, there's probably like a lot of work and kind of science behind it. Um, I just I'm just surprised. All right, nice hit actually. I was worried I might hit my own guy in the back, and I'm glad to see I did not. I'll even go and do this right here. So when these guys move up to attack next turn, they will get injured. Also, Germany and Canada. You guys, you guys are gonna make me go to the A&W restaurant at this point. I'm not opposed to the idea, actually. It sounds kind of fun. All right, we're gonna shoot this guy. And I'm going to try killing this guy, right? If I can kill this guy right here, it might be enough. I don't think it's quite enough to get me to galvanized. It's not quite enough, but it should be, it should help. It should help. All right, yeah, shoot this guy. But yeah, I definitely need to get better armor, and I definitely need to get like some longbows, or better longbows, so that my range guys can actually keep up with the damage I want them to be doing. All right, Dictator's gonna go over here and just bonk this man. DZ enforcement, Indonesian tribals can do it casually. I mean, I imagine there's like I'm sure it's like not impossible to do, but just for my mind of like, okay, figuring out like I guess what combination of foods and stuff will get you there so that it doesn't come out completely terrible. Took a bit of trial and error. Far be it from you to sway you just had the Taco Bell chicken nuggets. Ooh, that's also a very good. That's also very good, actually. That is also quite nice. So now I'm also. You guys are gonna make me hungry. I did not eat dinner, so you guys are making me quite hungry. And then we'll move up like right here. Enough is enforcement. Oh, I see. AW in Germany has to be some good stuff. I would hope so. Nearest one to you is like 40 miles away. Actually, I want to see. Actually, no. The closest one to me is definitely in Florida, and that in Florida is not what I would call close to me by any margin. Oh, this jerk! He literally walked around my thing here just barely. What a jerk! Who does that? Who makes it so that you can walk around and not get attacked? Jeez, it's almost like he doesn't want to get hit or something crazy. All right, bonk, and then bonk. Get bonked. They're actually really good. The Taco Bell nuggets, I honestly think they look pretty good. I'm not surprised. I mean, it's fast food, sure, but it's good fast food. Okay, I need to kill that guy right there, then. And then you, Flamen, I guess just murder this man. I mean, not really much else to it. It's just you and him, and I think you have more health. SL might be closer than you think. I can look it up. A and W restaurant. Let's see. Locations. But yeah, the closest one is 101 miles away from me. So you know what? Maybe that'll be the 2000 followers special. We just do a road trip where I go and I stream from the A&W restaurant. The road somehow takes you to Vicinium one, get a float. That wouldn't be a bad idea. It sounds like it would be tasty at the very least. I do agree. Wonder if chocolates taste like an ostrich. Why would chocolate taste like an ostrich? I don't doubt you. I'm just very. I'm very confused by your train of thought, admittedly. They got chicken nuggets that are just big chunks of breast meat, weren't goopified and pressed into form. Ooh, are they as good as like Zaxby's nuggets? And that, prepper, is why I like to have you sneak attack people. Because you kind of just do that. You kind of just kill them, actually. Just straight up murder. Oh, don't do that to the captain. Don't be mean to the captain. You wonder if chocobos... I read that as chocolate, not chocobos. You're right. I don't know. I feel like they could taste closer like an emu. I get more emu core than chocobo core from I get more emu than ostrich from a chocobo. Just the breast meat sounds really good. It does, yeah. Use tortilla breading. Ooh, I do love me some tortillas. I do love me some good tortilla. And I know I'm saying it incorrectly, but I think it's funnier if I do. Alright, when do you go? Raider will retake. Oh, this guy gets to go twice? I don't like that. But I'm worried about the general right now. I'm worried about the general. Okay, this guy already went. This guy is fighting right here. So I actually need to go up and punch. I'm gonna throw a spear into this bomber right here. I feel like right here. Throw a spear into this guy. And then I'm gonna walk up to him. And I'm gonna stab him. Just gonna punch him a bunch. Turns out sometimes people need a stabbing, and boy, am I good at that. Alright, and the bomber's dead. Nice. You have never heard of that restaurant? Have you ever heard of Zaxby's? Yeah, I was thinking from the sound of it, it sounded a lot like Zaxby's nuggets. Wait, did I bring up Zaxby's or did someone else do it? Because I was, with the way you described it, I'm like, that sounds like a very Zaxby's thing. Wait, hold on. Let me just make... no, they're definitely not like a local. They're definitely not like a local. They're like a big... I'm really hoping this is like a big chain or gonna be a little bit. No, they're everywhere. Ah, shit. Never mind. Never mind. I thought that was a way bigger chain because I see their ads all the time. I guess they're really good at marketing. But Dome, admittedly, Dome, I now know where you are because you're. If you know Zaxby's, that means you're from a relatively small part of the South, apparently. Actually, no, it was probably just showing the places close to me. It probably wasn't showing all of them. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm fine. They use flour tortillas. Can't have those. Oh, do you have like the gluten allergy? I'm sorry, that sounds not very fun. Can't get closer to heal the captain. El Capitan. All right, well, the captain should be fine. Miss Pashtar, I'm gonna have you be really mean and just kind of walk away. The unfortunate thing about the guys that have to wind up for an attack is that I can just walk out of their attack. I can just kind of walk out of it and it's not a problem anymore. But no, I'm sorry that the flour tortillas are not tortillaing for you. That does sound unfortunate. I'll use cutting maelstrom here actually, because I can get some pretty nice damage on that guy, and then unfortunately I have to attack this guy because I'm taunted. But now we have galvanization, and I should be able to kill this guy before he does his turn. You don't get an organ? Okay, yeah. I think it's a southern. I panicked for a little bit, but no, it's a southern thing. They were just showing me like the ones within like a 20-mile radius. I was about to say like, damn, that's unfortunate that that I just said a local restaurant, but it's not. I'm pretty sure they actually had a Super Bowl ad. So like, yeah, there's no way my local chicken place in fact has what do you call it, Super Bowl ad money. As funny as that would be. So next year's over. I'm sorry to hear that, Dome. That yeah, celiac sounds very rough to live with. Like 5 months ago, you were fine with gluten. Really? That's a recent thing. Sorry to hear that. Spinach tortillas go hard. Ooh, I haven't tried those. I'll have to try that at some point because that sounds pretty good. Sounds very good, actually. Ow. Oh, I thought I killed this man. No, the captain. Oh, the captain is getting injured. And Flamin, you're just gonna keep beating this man to death. Alright. Well, that could have gone worse, I suppose. Alright then, out of curiosity, since we're on the topic of fast food, what do you guys think is like the best of the fast food places? What is the best of the fast food? Because I'm trying to think of what I would say is the answer. And I'm leaning towards, what am I leaning towards is actually a good question here. Because there are a lot of bad fast foods, but there's also a lot of good fast food, right? Like, and also I have to like, I'm thinking, I have to kind of keep in mind, it's like, what do I consider good fast food, right? Because I would arguably consider McDonald's a really good fast food, not because it tastes good, but because for like the price and what you get is like a pretty good ratio, right? Like it's not, the food isn't great, but the price isn't like massive either, so it's not that bad. Chinese or pizza? Is pizza fast food? I guess if we count like Little Caesars, like hot and ready, it could be fast food. That's a good point. Reason you know Zaxby's because you went down like Louisiana, Florida, Texas, and such. Yeah, it was when I searched it up, I just typed in like my address. So it was just showing the restaurants near me. But because of that, when I looked at the map, I'm like, oh crap, does Zaxby's only have like 15 restaurants and they're all located within 20 miles of me? If so, that's a problem. Pizza can be fast food. Yeah, I guess. I don't necessarily disagree. I'm trying to think of. Yeah, no, I could see pizza as fast food. I think I can agree with that. I can agree with you on that one. Flaming Arrow. Flaming Arrow is interesting, actually. Because it combining this with Barrage makes me just a massive makes me just a massive fire AoE spreader. Which isn't bad, but it means I have to be careful not to set my own guys on fire. I've increased their price so much, they're now not worth it. That's actually true. Honestly, nowadays McDonald's is pretty expensive, so I'm kind of with you that I might not. It's not as good as it used to be. Carl's Jr. as far as big chains. Yeah, Carl's Jr. is a good one. Carl's Jr. is a good one. I think that's definitely up there. Let's see. Wendy's is honestly bottom tier for me. I do not like Wendy's at all. That is my actual hot take. I do not like Wendy's one bit. I do not like Wendy's one bit at all, which is apparently sacrilegious because apparently they're supposed to be one of the better. They're supposed to be one of the sort of better fast food places, but I can't. Honestly, I think Arby's is pretty good. I think Arby's gets a little too much crap, personally. I quite like it. I like it quite a bit. We can make another strategy. We can make the upgrade a strategy table, which could be fun. Let's see. Fast food. I feel like Chipotle, Chipotle is like, it tastes good, right? It tastes good, but also it's like it's too expensive for fast food though, is the thing, right? I'm like, yeah, it's good, but then do I also, but it's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, I actually need to get the better cooking pot. I need to get the better cooking pot. I don't know. Part of me wants to say In-N-Out because when I had it, I really liked it, but I think that might also just because I don't have it all that often. So I'm kind of just like, oh, that's neat. But if I had it to actually, I could have it all the time and compare it with other things, I probably wouldn't care as much, right? Arby's didn't want all the crap. They should stop giving people the shits. That's the thing. But like for me, I've never had that happen with Arby's. I've always had that happen with, what do you call it? With Wendy's. Never had it happen with Arby's though. Which is why I'm kind of like, is my digestive system just like messed up? Like, what is with my digestive system that Arby's can absolutely tank? Wendy's, I just die. Am I too used to processed food that when I have something slightly fresher, then it just kills me? Do we include Greg's? You can include Greg's. I've never had Greg's, so I can't say, but I'll allow you to include it. I think that's fine. You'll separate your top fast foods into different food types. For pizza, you'd have to say Domino's. For trad fast food, burgers and fries, Wendy's. And then for Mexican, you say Chipotle. Yeah, actually, hold on. Let me see. Okay, no, they've got enough of these. I would actually argue, I think Moe's is better than Chipotle. I like Moe's better than Chipotle. It's a little bit cheaper, and I think their burritos taste more like better. I'm more of a Moe's fan than a Chipotle fan. For pizza, I like Pizza Hut, but that's mostly okay. For pure pizza taste, I think I like Papa John's best, but Pizza Hut has better deals. Pizza Hut has better deals in my area, so I tend to go with them, even if I like it a little bit less. Tandoori chicken sandwich. That sounds really good. Can't eat Domino's anymore. Makes you sick as hell. Really? What happened, if you don't mind me asking? Is it just like you just don't like the taste of it now? Or how did that happen? I can make components, camping gear. Where do I make the other? I'll make the strategy table because I can make that now. It's not too big of a problem. And then if I go to camping material, brewing that. I mean, I can make these guys, but I don't really care about these. I don't really care about either of these, so I'm going to pass on them. You're used to different fast food chains. You're going to be more resistant to the ones you frequent. First time you went to Wendy's or Arby's, yeah, okay, that might be it then. It might have just been like when I was little, I didn't care because I had, I was little and I didn't care about stuff like keeping my bowels intact. That's a lot of pigs, admit. That is a lot of pigs. Good news is, I don't think we're going to run out of food for a while. Bad news is, these guys are kind of tanky. These guys are actually a little scary. Gonna move everyone over to here. All right, if we move everyone over here and take them on, and kind of take them on in groups, we should be fine. Jimmy John's is goated for sandwich places. You don't have a gallbladder? Oh, really? Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that experience wasn't too bad for you. I imagine losing a gallbladder probably isn't super fun. I just find the problem with sandwich places is that for me, it's like, why would I ever go to a sandwich place when I can just go and grab a Publix sub, right? I would never take a sandwich place over a Publix sub, and because of that, I just sandwich places as a concept to me are like meh. All right, I'm actually gonna place the flaming arrow right here. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but if I place flaming arrow right here, whenever any of these pigs start walking through this area, they're gonna take a ton of damage. I'll even throw this as well, just so that it makes it even harder for them to get hit. And I'll just try and set up a wall of fire, like, here and here. And I don't know how long the fire will last, but probably at least a turn or two. Is the MVP for killing excess oil? Really? Is that what it does? I mean, I knew it, like, existed. I just didn't really know what its function was. It was super fun. Something tells me, based off your tone, it wasn't actually all that fun. Just a sinking suspicion I have. Still go to Subway, but not another sandwich place? No, I wouldn't go to Subway. I would go to Publix subs. Publix is like a grocery store chain here in the South, and I would never go to a regular, I would never go to like a regular sub place. I would go to like specifically Publix because they make very good subs. Because it's like fresh, like in store with like meat and stuff, right? So it's like I would rather do that. And because they're like everywhere here, it's the same. It's basically the same price for so much better quality. It's just, in my opinion, there's no reason not to. But I'm also kind of a, what do you call it? A Publix fanatic, I suppose. Yeah, actually, I don't know if these guys are gonna, I mean, this guy's moving up here to try and attack me. I'm gonna have you do like a little stab, push him back a little bit. Kind of have you move down this way. And there's not really much I can do. Until we start killing some more of them, it's kind of just gonna be a lot of, ooh, and he hit the trap, nice. Alright, this is actually really good, because I could just have Miss Pashtar walk up here and just bonk this guy ahead and kill him. The dominance house, I think, are the biggest problem. Yeah, I just want them dead, actually, so bonk. That does give them Fury, which is unfortunate. I don't know if it lasts for one turn or it lasts until their next attack, because if it's their next attack, that's rough. Smell of Subway makes you sick. You have never stepped foot in one. Yeah, I have not gone to one for years, and I think my life is better for it. I think it's better for it. You're back from the cold place of Antarctica. How is the cold place of Antarctica? Were there any cryptors there? Because if they were, you might wanna be a little concerned about that. They made 5 incisions in your abdomen. You end up with a tube hanging out of your side to drain. Oh, jeez. That is terrible. Like, did you go in ahead of time, or was it just you were existing and it was like, hey, your gallbladders decide, hey, it's time for me to go now. Because I know my neighbor growing up basically had that happen, where he just woke up in the middle of the night with like super bad pain, and then it turned out he just had to get his gallbladder removed. Yeah, exactly. I like to support the local independent businesses, especially ones that make very, very good food. If you make really good food, I will in fact be more likely to support you. Yeah, I'm just gonna go up here and stab this guy, I guess. He is around. Ooh, good stab. Gonna Wrath and just kill him. Killing the dominant sows is nice because they only have 2 of those, and wait, no, they have 4 of that. Wait, they have 4 of these guys? Jeez, that is. I guess we'll have plenty of boar meat after this. So that's gonna count for something. Makes a few chemicals and enzymes that are really nice. One such enzyme gets rid of oils and fats in a quick fashion, so you don't get sick from inhaling a billion gallons of oil from deep fried slop. Oh, cool. They're a cyborg. Oh no, not the cyborgs. There's a bunch of lore in the collection tab for... Ooh! I'm a sucker for good lore, so I'd like to hear that. Excuse me, hiccups. Ooh, what kind of muffins you make, Una? What kind of muffin you making and cooking? I will say, I think muffins are pretty nice, because it's just like... it's just a solid dessert. I'm a banana cake fan myself. I like to bake it, and I think it tastes probably the best of the desserts. But muffins, a solid one as well. You went to the emergency room because it felt like you were wearing the WWE Heavyweight Championship belt around your waist, and it was nothing but pain. Yeah, that's how I've heard it kind of goes for a lot of people. It's not like a wisdom tooth where you like get it where it's like, oh, some people just get it removed because it like causes like problems. Isn't it just like a, hey, so it turned out your gallbladder just didn't want to work anymore, so we have to get it out now. Vanilla chocolate chips. Ooh, very nice. Awesome. I need to get back. I need to bake a little bit more. I've done nothing. I have done nothing but make sandwiches for the past, I don't know. I don't know how long has it been. I don't know, like 10 months. All I make now are sandwiches, and admittedly that's probably not like the healthiest I could do. So like I need to start baking actual food and stuff. Ooh, okay, so this guy's gonna do a little bit of damage, but he is gonna immediately die from status effects, which are nice. To pretty basic ones. Hey, just because it's basic doesn't mean it doesn't taste good. I think, honestly, I kind of think the simpler it is, the better it can taste sometimes, because you don't have to worry like, oh crap, did I make this like correctly, or did I mess up the, ingredients? Like, you don't have to worry about all that. It's just, did I make thing? Yes, I made thing. I'm gonna throw a barrage up right here as well. So hopefully if these guys move, they also get fired on. They literally went, oh, hey, your gallbladder's failing. You should get that taken care of. So he had surgery about a week later. Apparently it was worse than expected. Oh, jeez. How, if you don't mind me, this is also totally feel free to say, hey, I don't want to talk about this, Valko, if it's like brings up unpleasant memories. But like, how do you, why? Because in my mind, if someone's like, hey, your organ is failing, they would like instantly put you into like the emergency room or something. So like, why did they say why? Like, hey, your gallbladder's failing, but it's like not actually that serious, so don't worry about it. Just come back later. Like, why did they not immediately take care of that? If you don't mind me asking, there's new lore. Ooh, very nice. Like, I am always a sucker for lore, so I like the sound of more. I always like the sound of more lore, so works for me. Goopy organ, I guess it dissolved itself. He's a little too good at the whole dissolving thing, it sounds like, yeah. Alright, some of these guys still have that Fury trait, but I think it goes away. Yeah, I think it's just a turn thing, so as long as I don't get attacked this turn, we should be fine. Gallbladder surgery is considered to be a minor procedure. Your organ was liquefied. Did they, I guess you said it was like worse than they expected, so did they not think it was going to be so bad up until liquefaction? Since it's not a vital organ? I guess it's not vital, but I imagine, you know, again, liquefaction probably makes things a little bit more dangerous. Not a vital organ is a lie. Yeah, that's kind of what's getting. It's like not a vital organ. Okay, but like you still use that. Pretty sure you still use the gallbladder to, like, I don't know, exist. Yeah, see, here's the problem with using the fire bow is that it basically gets to the point where it's like, okay, I can go and I can fight enemies, but then my own guys are eventually going to get caught on fire because it's going to spread. Hopefully my ranger will level up after this battle because he was already pretty close. Hopefully he levels up after this, and then I can get him a just a regular level 5 bow. But if not, then I guess he's just gonna keep using the fire bow. Yeah, so it's a minor. Yeah, again, and that also sounds like kind of an oxymoron. Like minor surgery, like you're getting surgery. I don't think there's anything minor about that. I guess I'm already on fire. I was about to say, oh, I'm on fire, but I guess it doesn't really matter if I'm already. It doesn't matter if I walk into the fire if I'm already on fire, right? All right, and then I do have enough for laceration. Nice. So we're gonna do laceration. Try and kill both these guys. This guy's almost dead, so I'm gonna have him back up a little bit. And then that's all the dominant sows taken care of at least, which is good. All right. I'm just gonna have to kill these guys faster than the fire kills me. I need them to die faster than the fire. That's the one thing I don't like about this game is that I believe status effects just stay up until you manually get rid of them, which is really annoying. I understand it's like, oh, if you're like attacking mid-fight, you're not going to just randomly suddenly stop bleeding. But I don't know. I'm not a fan of that. There's a guy who used to work with that insurance office you go to. He has his gallbladder taken out, and they told him you have to be on a restrictive diet for like 2 years of just white rice and chicken, no fats at all. Really? Did you have to do that as well, or was his, like, I guess, especially bad for some reason? So I'm trying to think of, like, why yours could be like, oh, it's just a whatever, but then his is like, you cannot eat anything with fats. Because you don't immediately die from having an organ removed doesn't make it non-vital, like, the quality of life changes a lot. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, yeah, it's still, it is still an organ removal. That's not something you can just shrug off, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, maybe maybe we're just not built different enough here. Maybe that's our problem. Maybe if we were just if we were true what do you call it, gallbladderers, we would find out we don't, or sorry, gallbladder loss maxing, we wouldn't actually need our gallbladders. So you can't have things like pepperoni. They didn't tell you to. Oh, okay. Oh, the captain, my captain. How you are injured so. I'd have Mike go right here. Stab these guys. And then I can't do the finisher, unfortunately. But I should be able to go heal the captain this round, and then these guys will die next round, which is good. They might have gotten lost somewhere around the time they yanked the 18 inches of cerebral. Yeah, I imagine they might have mentioned it at some point, but like, again, with that much, tubes and stuff in you, one could be forgiven for maybe missing a notice here and there. Yeah, I'm gonna let them go just because I don't want to risk my guys getting more injured, even though Man, I was really hoping for more pork than that. All right, let's loot all. Let's drop the animal carcasses because those don't really do anything for me. Let's heal our guys. Let's repair our guys. All right, we're fine. Might have gotten he just did clearly. Yeah, I know, right? Just what happened to my redundancy evolution? Why is it if I lose a single organ, suddenly my body don't work and my blood don't pump? You know what I mean? Really should have at least 2 hearts if you ask me. All right, we can write to a loved one. That's a lot of XP, honestly, for John. That is a lot of XP. He already hit level 4 though, or level 5, so I don't necessarily need to get that. Let's get this. Let's get a relationship with close companions, and let's try and get the, because I think if the people in the troop like each other, good stuff starts happening later on. Let's upgrade you, John Wartale. Your willpower is already 15. Bows are a dex weapon, I'm pretty sure, right? Bows are a dex weapon. So critical hit, I mean, 20%. Admittedly, if I go crit build, then if I can get this up to like 33%, right? Then theoretically, I could what do I get for Tinker Tool? Critical. I'm gonna go for critical hit actually. Because that means in a single barrage, I theoretically hit at least 1 crit. Brother, I heard you want more hearts. I know, it's like the Emperor knew what was up. He gave all the Space Marines a bunch of hearts. Every 2 attacks applies vulnerability or beast. I'm gonna do Beast Mastery. I kind of need that. I need somebody that can control the captain for me. I need somebody to control this loose cannon of a captain. Leeches get 18 testicles and several hearts. We get 2 and a middle finger. To be fair, the middle finger is pretty cool. It's very expressive, I would argue. Oh, actually, Dictator only was getting. I thought Dictator was getting to level 5. They're only getting to level 4. It's a little bit of a bummer. Pork. I put pork in here. What do I get for this? That's not a great deal, admittedly. I'd rather use my pork for just regular cooking. He also gave all the Space Marines daddy issues. I mean, look, I never said he was perfect. I would actually argue, I'd argue a lot of 40K's problems stem from the Emperor being kind of a dick. I think, I would argue most of them would be. Maybe if he, I don't know, wasn't such a jerk, maybe if he told his sons, hey, there's literal corrupting demons out there, maybe just be warned, maybe half of them wouldn't have fallen to said corrupting demons, but that's just me. I do like that. I think it's, yeah, it's valued mercenaries is what I want to get, because that gets me 20% more money, which is very nice. Tinker, I can craft some more items, I can learn some more cooking recipes. Gain some professions. There are ways to get, actually, if we upgraded some of our stuff, we could probably get up to valued mercenaries, which would be cool. Backstabber. Ooh, Backstabber's a nice one to have, given how many times I backstab. Was every character in your lore having crippling PTSD? No, you shan't give them a break. Actually, no. They will suffer. They will suffer and they will grow for it. Let's see. Interesting. So this actually gets us way more money when we fight, and experience when fighting merchants. I like backstabbing just for a better chance to get higher crit chance when attacking from behind. Ooh, assassination missions sound fun. That sounds really fun. Negotiate. Interesting. I'm gonna grab Assassins in the Making. That actually sounds like a really fun mission to grab. I like the sound of that personally. Out of curiosity, what lore are you writing for, Valko? Is it for like a custom world or like a game you're writing, or what is it you're working on? Improve restoration. I don't hate this, but I'm kind of already crushing it. I'm kind of... Oh, wait, can I do two-handed... Can I do, like, two-handed wielding? Like, instead of a shield and then a weapon, I have two weapons? That's actually interesting. You want to cry yourself to sleep every night? If crying yourself to sleep isn't healthy, then why do I wake up so feeling so good after it? You know what I mean? I don't hate this. Forged armor have an additional armor layer slot. I quite like that actually. I'm gonna do that because again, I'm doing a lot of like stuff that gets me forging bonuses because I'm gonna be making most of my armor. It's complicated. Start as VTuber lore. Ooh, cool. I know some people go really, really hard into it. I'll admit I didn't. I was kind of just like I'm just a little guy doing little guy things. And I took it from there. Turns out little guy doing little guy things is actually it works for me at least. It works for me. Joan's Vineyard. I think this is where we start getting our first series of quests for the region scenario. Yeah. To the Abbey. Oh, jeez. What do you got going? It seems that we're trying to kill some dudes, and I don't remember who. I do like money. Let me see what else I can do. Now connects to old project and a side project and the main project. Nice. Very cool. Nothing wrong with having a lot of projects. That's how you go and how you get, what do you call it? A lot of projects is how you go and you get a lot of ideas going. Because I think at least for me, a lot of just getting, stuff down on paper is just kind of throwing a bunch of ideas and being like, okay, what do I like? What do I want to continue? What do I not like, It seems to work okay. Although I'm very bad at ever finishing stuff, so maybe that's not the way to go. I'm a little too scatterbrained for that, admittedly. Ooh, Wolfeck. Can I... Actually, I don't know if I want to fight the Wolfeck here. I might die. I'm not going to be able to catch him anyways. Let's fight these guys, though. Let's see if I can ambush them. See if I can sneak up behind and ambush them. It'd actually be really nice. Ambusher. All right, sneak up from behind. And they caught me. All right, there's a lot. Let's fight. Write a VTuber novel, it'll be fun, you said to yourself, in the grips of lunacy whilst you wax poetically about the hunter's moon. It'll be fine. What's the worst? What's the worst that can happen? It's just it's a single novel. How long could it be? Said the writer of Journey to the West. Isn't Journey to the West the longest novel ever written? I guess it's like a series of books though, so it's not exactly the same. Okay. What do we got? Trying to see. I like to keep all my guys in one group. I know grouping up is a little dangerous because they have like a lot of AoE stuff. Like his name is literally the Idiots. Also, I need to kill this guy ASAP because he's giving all of his dudes a 40% buff to what do you call it? A 40% buff to crit chance, which is absurd and not in a good way. Absurd, and I would argue in a very bad way. It's not insane, just ambitious. Exactly. And there's nothing wrong with ambition. Nothing wrong with ambition. Okay, so if I put you here, and then if I put Prepper, where's Prepper? If I put Prepper over here, can Prepper reach him? He can't. Okay. So I'm going to have Ladle run up, punch the hell out of this guy, and then I'm going to have Prepper go up from behind and stab him. Just a good old backstabbing. You never go wrong with a good old backstabbing. Like the literal backstabbing. Doubly ambitious since you want to be a graphic novel and you ain't an artist. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's a good skill to learn, or it's a good skill to learn how to delegate. You either in life you do two things. You either learn how to do thing or you learn how to delegate thing. Those are your options, actually. Those are your options. All right, so let's go over here. Let's kill this man. Klaj the idiot. Well, he's certainly an idiot. Um, I'm gonna do opportunistic blows here in attack stance. All right, and then I'm gonna switch to defense stance and then do Skullbreaker to apply fragility. Get him with fragility, and then on Prepper's turn, this guy is so dead. Show your doodles, you hear that all the time. That's actually a good point. I feel like the people who are like, oh, I'm such a bad artist are actually like some of the best, or not the best artists, but are much more passable than they give themselves credit for. Meanwhile, I wouldn't say I'm like a good artist, but I can throw out like a decent sketch. I can throw out like I don't know how to do like shading or coloring or anything, but if I just need to do like a little sketch or something for reference, I can usually get there. All right. And yeah, so we got stabbed. This hurts, and Prepper and Ladle aren't exactly in the best of spots, but the good news is, what do you call it? The good news is they all lost their buff, which is very good news because that buff was very, very dangerous. So I'm going to move up here. I'm going to beat this hoodlum up. I'm just going to beat the crap out of him. And then I'm not going to use Weakening Blow. I'm going to save this for later. I guess I should have used Deflection probably. You did all your emotes? Hey, that's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, you've already done all your emotes. You're basically there. You're basically there. Can Barrage get... How far can you do? Let's try hitting... Ooh, yeah, we can hit all three of these guys. Also, the novel In Search of Lost Time is about 400k words long in the Journey to the West. Okay, I may have done a little friendly fire on accident. Anyways. What's that one about? I don't think I've heard that one before, Falco. Is it like a sci-fi or a fantasy, or what's it about? Oh, that's how galvanized troops works. Okay, I see. I understand now why it did not do what I wanted it to do. I'm gonna go... We're just gonna focus on killing this hoodlum right here. I need to kill what I can kill. So I'm gonna just gang up and slowly kill these guys one at a time. Oh, that hurt. Prepper is not feeling too hot. Actually, I think they're feeling a little too hot thanks to the fire. I can move you. Alright, I'll fight this guy. Dictator's gonna catch on fire because they're next to someone who is on fire. Which is unfortunate, but they're just gonna have to deal. And then you're gonna stab this guy. Admittedly, Joe Mama, I need to get them like an actual spear. The spearman class is very good, but they don't currently have like any of the they don't have any. Joe Mama has like the base starter level 1 weapon, and it's not good for this area. They need more than that. Alright, yeah, see now we have the burning over here, which I don't like. Alright, we're gonna move up over here, and then let's do... I'm pretty sure this guy's already gone, right? Alright, kill this guy. Nice, good kill. And let's attack you. It's like a... We'll probably not. We probably won't hit an ally. See? Didn't hit an ally. It's a French novel that's an allegorical retelling of the author's life. Ah, interesting. Did they live like a really interesting life, or is it just kind of like a... Well, I guess they could probably dramatize it to make it sound a little cooler. So I'll admit, hearing just like, oh yeah, it's a book about like some dude's life, my initial thought is like, oh, I guess did he do something that's like, oh wow, that's really cool? Yeah, admittedly, well, part of Flamin's problem also is that, one, he's a tank, so he's not supposed to be doing a lot of damage, and two, he has an AoE weapon, so like, he's also not doing a lot of damage because he's an AoE character, and so he's on an individual level not doing that much damage. Gonna switch back to attack stance, go to here. We're gonna beat the crap out of this hoodlum here. We're gonna finish him with a wrath. Alright, I'm gonna grab, and then I'm gonna have you move over. Have you move over this way, actually. I want you to do Skullbreaker on this guy. So, ooh, actually, they're almost dead. I'm gonna have Prepper go. Gonna move over here. Wrath this guy. Kill this guy. That might galvanize us? They lived in the 19th, early 20th century, and it's 7 parts. Jeez, that is... You know, I guess they... You know, they went for the whole novella. I can't blame them for that. Maybe their life story really just does have that many moving parts. They might be just that interesting. Although 7 parts does seem a bit much, admittably. 7 seems like quite a lot. Ow, stop stabbing Flamen. I should probably send people over to help Flamen, actually. Flamen is... Well, they're doing fine. I suppose they're doing fine. Oh, but this archer might really hurt. Oh, but they hit their ally. Thank goodness. I love it when guys hit their own teammates. It's just such a nice feeling to see. No, I need to read more. I need to get back into reading the Dresden Files because I was talking about it with Bob in chat the other day, and I was like, I need to get back into that. It's a fun book. It's a fun book series. It's a fun book series, and I got not like super far into it, but far enough. Like I got 3 books in out of I think 14. So there's definitely like room to progress there, you know? Kind of have time for 1.2 million words about some self-indulgent Frenchman. No, I agree. I agree. Look, I'm sure it's great, but if it was really that good, I probably would have heard of it before. You know what I mean? Like, if it was really that good, I probably would have heard of it at some point. So, like, sorry, French guy. Sorry, random French man who's been dead for probably over a century, but maybe be more interesting. Also, admittedly, I just like sci-fi better in general, so it probably isn't really up my alley anyways. Oh, stop lighting me on fire, damn it. I do not wish to be lit on fire, actually, if you can believe it. If you can believe it's not false, I would prefer not to be lit on fire, but I will kick this guy in the face. I will just kick this man. Nice. Yeah, he's got the surrounded debuff as well. Back from a crash. What do you mean by crash exactly? Are you good? Are you good, or like, did you just get hit while like driving? Because that would be unfortunate. But no, I need to get... the only thing... What am I? The only thing I'm really reading consistently is like Chainsaw Man, and I feel like that doesn't count because it's like a week-to-week manga, and so it takes, you know, 5 minutes. That's 5 minutes once every 5 minutes every 2 weeks. I read. You know, that's... I don't know if I'd say I'm reading that because it's like, again, it's 5 minutes like every 2 weeks, you know? Oh, laptop crash. Weba? What is a Weba? I'm not sure I know what that is. Oh, did you already? Oh no, it's because I'm already on you. You end your turn. Glad it was just a laptop crash though. If it was like a car crash, that'd be unfortunate. You struggle to make people. Oh, I mean, people aren't the only thing you gotta doodle. You could doodle like, what else can you doodle that isn't people? You can doodle a oh, no, not do that. I meant to move you. A non-people thing to doodle is, if you got like a pet dog, could doodle that. And yeah, welcome back. Hope that the laptop crash wasn't too debilitating. You could doodle, what else could you doodle? Just gonna kill him, it will. Could doodle backgrounds, you know, some people got famous for doodling backgrounds. You could doodle, what else? Maybe I'm not a big doodler, so I'm afraid I don't know. You don't text and drive? Yeah, I was gonna say, I really hope you're not texting and drive because that would be not great. I did. Oh, actually, Flamen's about to take a ton of damage. Flamen has 4 status effects affecting them right now. That's generally a little bit injuring. Oh, nice crit on Cathus. Weba is welcome back. Oh, is that internet slang? I don't know your fancy interwebs nomenclature and slang. Jeez, Ladle. Also, I just noticed, do you guys hear the game sound? Because I don't... Do I not have game sound on? I have sound on, but I'm not hearing any on my end. Ship log. Some salt, some crowns, a lockpick, some comfrey. The ringleader's coif is interesting. I think I already have that, actually. I think I already have that. And then a damaged dagger. I don't know if it's better than the one Prepper currently has, but we can try it out. You hear mouse clicking? Yeah, let me figure out what's going on here. I go to options, go to sound. Okay. All right. I don't know why my sound just went to 0, but we're back. We are back. I'm gonna go career plans, upgrade willpower, get up to 16 so that we can, you know, tank that first death here. All right, the first attack of the battle applies all stance effects. That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good. Because I believe that means I can attack both my offensive and defensive effects for that first attack. So if I target like a really powerful boss, that could be good. Each round, this unit must attack at least once in a given stance. If successful, they perform an attack of opportunity. So is this saying if I just attack somebody this turn, then I also get a free attack of opportunity at the end of the turn, I guess? It's not bad. Or adaptation. Now change stances more than once per round. Their first... Ooh, honestly, I might do this just genuinely for the rage passive. That's the rage passive on its own is pretty good. If we go here... let's see. Oh, you're not... Oh, that was a level 4. Oh, wait, you can't do that. That was your level... You upgrade to level 4. I thought they upgraded to level 5. Yeah, I'm actually surprised. I'm actually surprised you guys are... Well, Prepper's almost all the way up. Oh, you guys are a little bit farther along in your skill trees. Well, we are getting a lot of XP now because we're actually in a higher level area. We're actually fighting guys on our level, so we're able to get, you know, decent XP out of it. Alright, and we have a circus here. The Juggler's Camp. Let's go to options, accessibility. Sorry, this should be like a bright red. It's like that. So that I can actually see when I press it. So I can cut some wood. There's a cage. Pick up some hemp. Let's cut some wood. It's just a nice way to get some XP. I do really like how the job system, not only it gives you like resources, but it also gives you like stats. Like woodcutters get strength, cooks gain constitution. Like I think that's a nice little little addition. Ooh, can now find components when cutting wood. Nice. Ooh, are you a bard? I'd actually like to hire a bard. Oh, it's an animal on the loose.
I tame wild animals for... It took me years.
Okay.
If you ever come across my partner, bring him
He's
back.
quite large and wears a collar. That's concerning to hear at the very least.
If we don't find the damn wolf, we'll miss the arena.
Alright. Let's see. Can I check the cage here? This cage must have been opened by a human. And I'll take a free lockpick. I'll take a free lockpick if it's on, you know, if it's on the table. Free lockpick is a free lockpick. Not really much else I can do here, it looks like. Alright. Well, I'll be on the lookout for a big old wolf, I suppose. And with that big old wolf, I guess we'll complete a mission for this guy. Although I'd kind of like to take the wolf for myself. I don't know, a wolf that does tricks sounds pretty cool. Sounds really cool, actually. Let's check the map. Yeah, we also have to kill this squad over here. Granted, the last squad said it was supposed to be an easy mission, and that was... It wasn't difficult, but I definitely burned through more resources than I would have liked. I am gonna go, actually. I'm gonna go to John Wartale, though. I'm gonna swap them out for the Raider's Bow. I just don't think Flaming Arrow works for our build. Maybe at some point we'll get some kind of, like, resistance to fire, but right now just too many of my own guys are getting hit by it.
Of course we reported the attack. That's the first thing I did after chasing this ruffian away.
Interesting.
Guards searched the area all day with no luck. They suggested we hire some mercenaries.
Interesting. So these guys are getting attacked. What do you got going on?
You're mercenaries, right? My vineyards.
Okay.
One left in the hole, but I was attacked.
That's not good.
I can deal with thieves, but murderers? That's a task for professionals.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
You must be in
So
the
basically I
fields
just
by
wait
nightfall
over in
and
the
guard
fields at
place at
night,
dawn.
and then I just... If I remember correctly, some hooligans show up and I try to fight them off.
But I was a scholar before becoming a
Dude's like, hey, maybe don't go and gamble all your money away. Pretty good advice, admittedly. I don't hate that
I
one.
saved my mistress by pure reflex, risking my life with 2 months to go before I can be a free woman again. How stupid of me.
Okay, so actually they do have, like, freedom after a time. That's good to know. I mean, I still will probably kill you at some point and set your slaves free, because, you know, it's what John Brown would wish for, and I'm remiss to make John Brown sad. But for the meantime, you'll pay me money. So I'll take it. So I need to go... I just need to be in the field at night, I guess? Oh. No, you're a different group. It's a bit unfortunate, because I think I'm trying to remember where they spawned. We're going to be really slow, though, and we're going to be injured. So we're just going to have to kind of wait. Alright, you know... Alright, we'll wait, and then... Oh, we're going to move so slow. We're moving so slow. Anyone going to show up? If no one shows up, then, I guess we'll just wait through the night and then do the rest in the morning and then try again. We might have to walk around up here or something. I don't know exactly where we're needed. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's only midnight. They might come in at like 2 or 3 in the morning. I hate just to stand here. But... Be kind of interesting if I could do like a... Alright, you guys gonna... Alright, let's move over like this way. We're gonna be fatigued, which isn't great for a fight, but we're just gonna have to deal. Alright, these guys. I think these are the ones.
Hey,
Alright.
when I had some mercenaries. What a surprise! If only we hadn't called in more men.
Alright. Interesting. These guys seem a little scary, but they are only level 4, so I think we can take them. We're gonna save. Huh? What do you mean out of... Oh, I'm going insane. Okay. Out of memory. Out of memory. So... It appears that... Yeah, my C drive is just screwed. Because it's trying... My games are trying to save to the C drive. And they are unable to save because I guess the C drive just is out of memory. Wait, what? Yeah, so I think I just need to wipe and reformat my C drive because it's trying. This is the second game this has happened to. Because this was also happening with, I think there's a different issue with Terra Invicta, but this was also another one of the issues that I ran into with Terra Invicta. So I think I'm gonna call stream there then. I know it's a little bit of I know it's a much shorter stream and I do apologize for that, but I'm gonna try and spend the rest of the night getting this fixed so that tomorrow's stream we can have a nice fun game and not have to worry about constant crashes. Is that alright with y'all? I mean, I'm asking if it's alright. We're gonna do it regardless, but that's the plan. That is the plan. So, let's head on out of here, yeah? Let me get you guys a raid to go to. We're actually going to be going into, Gossman, because we haven't raided into them for a while, and I'd like to... Actually, is Ballin streaming? I think actually Ballin is streaming right now, and we have not had a chance to raid into them. I think we only got to raid in, like, once. I want to raid into it more, because they're very, very cool, and they have raided into us a couple of times now. So we're going to do that. In the meantime, outro stuff. Hi, my name is Chatters. I stream video games. If you enjoy hanging out live stream, please feel free to follow. If not, it's totally cool. Just thanks for being here and hanging out. I have a ton of fun playing games on my own. But when I get to play them with all of you guys, I have way more fun. Aside from that, there are a couple links down below you may be interested in. First is the Discord. Pretty standard for Discord. I send out a ping when I go live. Weekly schedules, and then there are tons of fun and super cool people I highly recommend. Aside from that, we also have the Twitter. Again, pretty standard for a Twitter. I just post announcements on there, so if like stream is running late or something, that'll be on the Twitter as well as the Discord. Finally, there's the YouTube. I post the VODs on there. I'm a bit behind on the VODs just because my computer's been all wonky lately. So let's hope that I can get that fixed. Yeah, again, sorry for the shorter stream today, and sorry for all the short and canceled streams lately. I'm just going to have to reformat my entire drive and hope that fixes all these problems. Anyways, I'll see you guys over there. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. Bye-bye, bye-bye, goodbye, bye-bye.